looking at something metaphorically and allowing something to be metaphorical without understanding quite what it is. Like there's a sort of limitless complexity to things that you can't understand. You can't comprehend the depth and complexity of it. So you just allow it. The same way that a lot of these pieces have been involved in like 4 or 5 different sculptures. Every time they take another step, they become more beautiful. And there's something about the simplicity of them. Like by removing panes of glass, they become almost like minimalist sculptures. Sometimes it's a matter of cutting things in half. Sometimes it's a matter of just taking like some of these panes of glass, pulling them off and just having those as individual pieces that are so beautiful. So yeah, it's not always so much a sort of physical destruction of a piece, but an assembly and then a disassembly of it. Somehow segmenting something can be more revealing of the complexity of the piece, sometimes the beauty of it, but more like the complexity of it. Like these houses, they just go through different permutations and they're built as one thing. Finished, usually they feel incomplete, like they're built as an object that has a sort of a longing for something, like it's trying to achieve something. Like in this case, it's like this house that's almost livable. It's almost, it's like expressive of this sense of wanting to be a functional, usable thing. A lot of the boats had that sense, like it's not quite functional, and something about that limitation is an important part of them. Like clarifying every part of it, like it's like every part has been, a choice has been made about it. Like it's finished. It's not like there are questions left. So that's where I'm at with this piece now. Is like I've got all these components. I've been working on a lot of these things for a long time, and it's going to be a matter of finishing, combining them in a way that can be pulled out of this space, and then as a freestanding thing, it embodies that sort of complexity that this space had at one point when all my things were around. I have to experience the construction of them almost as though they're real. Like I work on them as though these things are the real piece in that real space. But the color is like one more, really, I think, almost a humorous layer of that. Like you can't deny. I mean, it's just right. It's all right there. This color going through this whole place is almost to the point that you start to be skeptical of it. You know, there's so much, like you can't quite believe that it could be that much. But like the way it is, the way that I feel about it is almost like declaring joy, but skeptical at the same time. Like you don't believe the declaration of it. You know, you realize there's more to it than just that, than just the color and just the beauty of the colors.